Good morning, students. Once again, welcome back to C++ class. In this class, here I am going to explain you about operators. Okay, what is an operator and what operators C++ support? That we'll discuss today. This topic already I have explained in C programming. Whatever theory, whatever explanation I have given in C programming, that explanation is also same. But the programming part, how you are writing, how you are using that operators, that will be different. And here in C++ we have more operators like a member-wise operator and shifts operator. Okay, left shift, right shift operator. That we'll discuss today. Okay, so what is an operator? First thing is, operator is a symbol. Okay, what is an operator? Operator is a symbol which performs arithmetic and logical operations on operand. Okay, see example, if I give like this, C equals to A plus B. In this, these two are operators and these three are operands. Okay, so operators performs different arithmetic. Here it is an arithmetic operation. Operators performs arithmetic and logical operations on operands. Okay, so what is an operator? Operator is a symbol which is used to perform different arithmetic and logical operations on operands. Okay, so now here our topic is, we have number of operators, but what operators the C++ supports? Means you need to list out all the operators which are supported by a C++. Okay, now here I'll give you the list. You write down the list. First one is arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. The second one is relational operators. Relational operators. Third one, logical operators. Fourth one, assignment operator. And the fifth one, increment and decrement operator and decrement operators. Next, bitwise operators. Bitwise operator. Next, relational, logical, assignment, conditional operators. Conditional operators. These are all operators supported by C programming also. First we take a screenshot of this, and what extra operators you have in C++, that I will write in the next one. After this I will write. First you take screenshot of this. Now, what extra operators the C support is, here we have a new operators, that is a stream, input and output. 7, the last number was a 7, 8. Stream, input and output operators. Stream, input and output operators, this one. Next, scope resolution operator. Scope resolution. Scope resolution operator, that is this one. Next, memory allocation operator. Memory allocation, that is the new operator. Next, memory deallocation. That is DEL. Okay, and we have a comma operator also. Comma. It is extension of this. Now we'll discuss each and every operator. The first one is arithmetic operator. Okay, what is the first one? Arithmetic. arithmetic operators. See, arithmetic operators are the basic operator like plus, minus, multiplication, division, module. Okay, so these operators are used to perform basic arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, now we'll write each and every operator. Okay, first one is, you create the table. In exam also you do the same thing. First one is the operator, second one is the meaning, third one is the example, and the fourth one is the output. Here A value equals to 20, B value equals to 10, because as already said, operators are used to perform arithmetic or logical operations on operands. So here I am taking two operands. Okay, if operands are there, then only I can give the example and I can give you the result. So here operator is plus. What is the meaning of this operator in this program is addition. Okay, now here A plus B, how much you will get? A value is 20, B value is 10. So your output will be 30. Now minus, it is a subtraction. A minus B, how much you will get? 10 you will get. 20 minus 10. Now multiplication, asterisk. It is meaning of this is multiplication. A into B, how much? A value is 20, B value is 10. 20 tens are 200. Now the fourth one is division. A by B, how much you will get? 2 you will get. Okay. Now the next one is modulus. 20 modulus 10 means 10 to the 20. Now your remainder is 0, no? So your output will be 0. Okay. So these are your arithmetic operators. You take screenshot of this. I'll write the example program. Now we'll write an example program using all these operators. Now here we'll start from a preprocessor. As include, here we'll include the streams, IO stream. Next using namespace std. So we are using functions from a std. Next void main. It is a main function. Now as usual it is a function. Open the braces. Next here I am giving int a b, a value, b value, because I need operands. So now C for storing an addition, D for storing a subtraction result, and E for multiplication, and D for division, and R for a quotient, modulus. These variables are declared. So after declaring the variables, now values are not there, no? So I am giving a prompt, cout, enter the values. Enter the values. I am giving a message, enter the values. Here, this is a output statement. Like in a C programming, we have a printf. So in a printf function, whatever you write, that will be printed on the screen. No? Similarly, in C++, if you want to print anything on the output screen, we'll use a cout. So here what prompt I have given? Enter the values, A and B values. After that the user will give, no, that values will be stored like this. Now A value, B value ready. This is a output statement and this is a input statement. Now A value, B value is ready. Now if A value, B value is ready, then you can give like this. C equals to A plus B. Addition. I want to print that. In order to print that, again cout, it is output statement. What you want to print? A. Okay. Now D equals to A minus B. You print that. C out B. Okay. Like this, we'll perform all the operators. You take screenshot of this. Now the next one is multiplication, continuation, B. Next E equals to A asterisk B. It's a multiplication. C out E. Now D equals to A by B. C out D. Like this. You write. The next one is a R for the modulus. R equals to A module B. C out R. After that, close this. Okay. This is a simple program which illustrates your all arithmetic operators. The next one is relational operators. Relational operators. Okay. So relational operators are also called as comparison operators. Comparison operators. Why? Because these operators are used to compare two operands like A greater than B, A less than B, A greater than or equals to B. So these are used to compare two operands. So that is why these operators are also called as comparison operators. And the second one is when you will use this comparison operator, so you will get some result, and that result is either true or false. That is called as a Boolean result. Boolean result, that is true or false. See, if you are checking like this, if A greater than B, this is true or false. So from that expression, what result you are getting? Either true result or false result. So always a relation, whenever you are using a relational operator, it will give either true result or false result. And wherever you are using a relational operator, in whichever expression you are using a relational operator, that expression is called as a relational expression. Relational expression. Okay. About relational operators, just you mentioned these three things. Relational operators are also called as a comparison operators, and these operators are used to compare two operands. Next, always relational operators result gives a logical, that relation expression, whatever result it gives, no, that is a logical result, that is either true or false. And in whichever expression you are using a relational operators, that expression is called as relational expression. Now we'll discuss about relational operators. Like relational operators. Again, I will give you the operator, meaning, example, result or output. Now I'll give you the operator. Operator less than. Okay, what is the meaning of this is less than. Again here I will give you the operands. A equals to 10, B equals to, A equals to 20, B equals to 10. So example, A less than B. What is A value here? 20. What is the B value? 10. 20 is less than 10. Condition is false. So you will get result false. So as already said, if it is a relation expression, always it gives the Boolean result, that is either true or false. Now the next one is less than or equals to. Two operators. Less than or equals to. A less than or equals to B. A is less than, it is false, or equals to B, that is also false. So you will get result false result you will get. Now, greater than, here I am giving an expression, A greater than B. A value is 20, B value is 10. So A value is greater than B. So condition is true. Here you will get a true result. Now greater than or equals to, greater than or equals to, A greater than or equals to B. Here I am checking two conditions, greater than B or equals to B. At least one condition should be satisfied. So here A is greater than B, condition is satisfied. So here you will get true result. Now double equals to. It is a equals to actually. Single equals to for assignment. Double equals to for a comparison. So here I am comparing A with B. A equals to B. A value is 20. B value is 10. Both are not equal. A is greater than B. Right. So this is again it gives false result. Now one more operator. Not equals to. Equals to, not equals to. Again, not meaning is not equals to. A not equals to B. It is a true only because A value is 20, B value is 10. A is not equals to B. Condition is true. So you will get true result. You take screenshot of this. At least in exam you draw this. Maximum marks you will get. After this I will give you the example program. You take screenshot of this. Now build an example program. Now again, preprocessor command include IO stream. In case of C, we used to write stdio.h. In case of C++, we'll get IO stream. Next, using namespace std means we are using functions from this library file. Next, void main. It is a main function. From this, your program execution starts. Okay. Now here I am declaring the variables. Int A equals to 20, B equals to 10, or you can use a cout cin also. Okay. Now I am checking a condition. Cout A greater than B. Okay. Or according to the table only we will take A less than B. Next, cout A less than or equals to B. Directly you can give relation expression, or you can use any resultant variable. Cout A greater than B. Cout is output statement. A greater than or equals to B. Cout A equals to B. Cout A not equals to B. Okay. If you are getting any error here, you take one more variable like this. C equals to A less than B and you print C. Like that also you can write. Okay. You take screenshot of this. We'll discuss logical operators. Now, the next one is logical operators. Logical operators. Actually, what is the use of the logical operators? See, I want to check one condition. I want to write a program which includes one condition like whether the age of the person should be greater than 18 and salary of that person should be less than 20,000. Example. Here, how many relation expressions are there? This is a relation expression. This is a relation expression. When you want to compare, when you want to connect multiple relation expressions, then you can connect by using a this logical operators. So logical operators are used to compare the relation expressions, and always this logical operators gives either true value or false value. This depends on the truth result again. Okay, truth table. Okay, so here these logical operators are used to compare a relational expression result. Okay, now we'll discuss about logical operators, and always this logical operators gives either true value or false value. Come to the logical operators. Again, operator, meaning, example, output. Logical, this is a not, exclamation mark, this is called as a logical not, or it is also called negation. Okay, example, logical not A greater than B. Example, A value is 20, B value is 10. 20 is greater than 10. Condition is true, but it is a negation. Okay, so true means it will convert the result into a exactly opposite. True means false, false means true. So from this relation expression, what result you are getting? True. True ki opposite means what? True. For true ki what is the opposite result? False. So you will get result as a false. It is a negation. Next, logical and. It is a logical and. Like A greater than B and A greater than C. Example, C value is 5. A is greater than B and A is greater than C. Here you will get a true result when this two relation expression is true. Means here this is also true, this is also true. So when two result expression is true, then only you will get a true result. If any one of this expression is false, you will get a false result. Okay. Now the next one is logical OR. Logical OR. Same example I will give, A greater than B or A greater than C. If at least any one of this condition is true. Example, C value is 15. A is greater than B, but it is less than 15. Okay. As already said, only at least one condition should be true, then you will get a true result. Here A is greater than true, so you will get a true result. This is your logical operators. Okay. So, logical not, logical and, logical or. Three operators you have. The logical not means it is a negation. Logical and means both the conditions should be true, then only you will get a true result. In logical or, if at least one condition is true, you will get a true result. Okay, you take screenshot of this. I'll write the example program. Now, I will write the example program. Include as usual. It is a IO string. Next, using namespace std void main function. Here I am taking only two variables. Int a 3 and a equals to 20, b equals to 10, c equals to 50. Three variables I am taking. Okay. Now the next one is if a greater than b and a greater than c. A greater than b and a greater than c. Two results means two it will check two relation expressions. If it is true, then you will see out true. Example like this. Okay. One more is like you can give else if a greater than b or a greater than c. Like this you can give. This is one condition. Here negation you can give. Okay. So it is a if condition. Okay. If condition, and here it will check the two relation expression result. If it is true and this is also true, then only you will get the true result. Otherwise you will get a false result. Okay. You take screenshot of that. Now the next one is assignment operators. assignment operator. Assignment operator. So assignment operator, what is the use of the assignment operator? Assignment operator is used to assign value to a variable like this. A is a variable. Equals to is a assignment. It is a single equals to. If it is a double equals to, that is a comparison. Here it is only the single equals to that will come under assignment operator. A equals to 10, example. So A value equals to 10, no? So we are assigning value 10 to a variable A. So this is called as the assignment operator. If you are assigning any value to a variable, okay, that is possible by using a assignment operator. Example here, hash include IOString using namespace std void main int a equals to 10. See out a. This is an example program using a assignment operator. So here we are assigning 10 to a. Using which operator we are assigning? Equals to. So here equals to is called as a assignment operator. Okay. So next we have more operators. That operators we will discuss in the